Hello there, welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks, and we're on the Arctic map of the FE402P and the Tier 8 Premium British tank that was a premium and then spent some time as a Tech 3 tank and then was put back into as a premium again. Right, so the premium version. So I've been playing this in, I think, the Progetto and the Lance and Sea quite a bit, actually, just building up silver. They're good, solid, reliable earners, but I haven't been playing them as well as I might be. So I might actually play them a bit more just to readjust my habits, use them as a recalibration tool. See if I can get the better of the meta and actually get more than my hit points worth of damage, particularly on this one. There can be difficult to do it because they're actually relatively low damage output for the guns compared to a lot of other medium tanks in the game. But they're quite decent tanks. And since there's a lot more YOLOing and stuff going on, I think in the current game it would be probably no harm if I actually learned to cope with it a bit better. It would up my overall gameplay. Now I think this is a good position, especially when the enemy haven't pushed into us. If the enemy have tanks near enough to light you up. See, the problem the enemy have now is they have nobody to light us up, whereas we have the light tank out front lighting them up. So a lot of our tanks can shoot from back here with relative impunity. And by that I mean we can basically fire without being spotted. I think I'm the most likely to be spotted because I'm the furthest forward, and probably because the Huntsman has the range. Managed to bounce a shot there from somebody. 362, probably the Dragon. Has the range to... yeah. So there, I managed to fire there without being spotted. So this, I think we're gonna win this fight. It's just a matter of time because, well, at least as long as the light tank survives. And there isn't too many tanks. The light tank can actually pick and choose its exposure because the only tank that can really threaten it for over a long period of time is probably the Dragon. But the Dragon has to expose himself if he's going to get an extended period of time to shoot back. He's going to expose himself, to me at least. The Huntsman's pulled out. Some of the heavier tanks are probably within range of the Huntsman's view range, if the Huntsman can keep looking. But the trouble is, of course, if the Huntsman is sticking out like that, I can keep shooting at it, and other people can keep shooting at it, and there's an Atomic as well, probably has a similar view range. And the Atomic is... well, there's no artillery in place, so... I don't know who shot the Atomic at that point. Somebody's going YOLOing in on the light tank, which could be a problem, but he's dead. Sorts that. Duramil must have been back a bit. I didn't actually get a shot off. I didn't get a hit there. Slow enough, an awkward tank to be using. You really are relying on the stealth, although you've got very good gun depression, so that you don't have to show much of the tank. So the enemy's starting to run out of tanks, and he's starting to clear us on the northern side of the map as well. So it's a time for us really to start thinking about pushing, and there's the Black Prince doing a bit of pushing. So I thought, right, well, if the Black Prince is in play, it's well worth my while going to do the chance, because I'm a much faster tank, and they're more likely to shoot the Black Prince because they'll have more time to shoot at him, and we can get rid of the Dragon. Or if we can't get rid of the Dragon, we can push the Dragon back further so the Dragon can't interfere with our forward advance. I want to get up there where the light tank is, because A, that will allow me to get a very good position of the Dragon without being interfered with by the defenders like the Duramil. There's another medium tank in there somewhere as well that I haven't gotten a bead on yet. Dragon's picked the wrong spot because he's backed up against the cliff edge and is now dead. The other medium is retreating, so the Steering wheel is probably without support. Enemy have 1 and they're now free to head for our base, but is this a winner takes all deathmatch? It's not actually a flag game. So get rid of this guy. We will now have cleaned up. The actual difference between we're evens at the moment, but we have more opportunity, I think, for cleaning up in detail. The SDA-2 black should probably have fallen back along the sunken riverbed and fall back towards allies, where at least he would get some supporting fire. As it is, we'll be able to kill it without taking too much damage, because there's more of us. And we have them surrounded, essentially, and we're just going to get more fire, more shots off. It's just a matter of time and inevitability. And because these allies are pushing forward, don't like being pushed sideways like that. Now, yeah, I can blame the enemy tank driver, but I also understand the fact that he's probably scoping down his gun sights and he can't actually see where he's driving. But we get the kill. Nothing to do now. We still need a tank up, despite of all of that. But the enemy now are they more isolated? We have a medium tank coming back. A medium tank getting through the gap there, and yes, that 329's been cut in the open. He should be rushing forward, try and get into the low ground and minimize the number of guns shooting at him. Whereas up there, pretty much anyone that has a shot can shoot at him. Okay, with one person going around the back. On the other side of the mountain, not sure whether that's a good or a bad idea, but there's myself in the ISM and I have support behind us. We're up against what? A P-43 and a Charioteer. Now the Charioteer won't have much armour, in spite of having a very good gun, but I have a good lot of hit points left. Fire a shot and bounces off the Charioteer, which is rare enough for it to happen. But now that I have a shot at the P-43, I'm going to take the P-43 out. Because it removes a gun from the game, it gives us an advantage, and we've now got the Charioteer completely isolated. Don't get a shot off. And there are only 2 enemy tanks remaining. And they are completely isolated from each other, and now we've got the AMX-65T down to minimal hit points. I don't have a line of sight in here now. My biggest problem is that I could potentially be caught between the 65T and the other tank, but the other tank's just died. 65T is alive, but I don't have a clean shot at him either, and the game's over. So, we have a victory. And I came number 1, MVP. Very nice. Well, that tells me something. 1761 XP. Okay, that's worth remembering. That's my base XP. So we got destroyed best in game. Now I presume other people got 3 hits as well. 18 direct hits and 2,131 best in game assisted damage. But this got me an ace tanker. So I got an ace tanker in what, 1786 was it? Which is actually a bit in the low side. 1761. That's a little bit in the low side, so if you want to get an ace tanker or FV4202P, now is probably the time to be doing it. It may have risen since, but that's not a bad value to be doing it at. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.